Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So, I had to restart because I went to another base and there was just so much missing from the game. I thought, you know what, let's restart, maybe whatever, at Stormworks sometimes. You gotta do that. Okay, so, what I'm doing now is I'm trying to make a little thing. I know the engine is a bit big, probably. We could probably eliminate... Yeah, I don't know if we can. You know, that's about as small as we can make this thing. This thing's going to be so fast. I wanted it to be smaller, but then the issue becomes tying the cylinders together. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else I can do. Unless this could fit on the end. You know what? And then we could do, let's see, if that fit there, and that came across there, then we could shrink this down a little bit, actually. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Okay, so if we need coolant, right? We need coolant. Now, we can do that. Now, the only problem here is that we'll need at least one more cylinder. We need at least one more crankshaft. So if we do this, we just need the additional crankshaft just for, because we want to put the flywheel on there in the clutch. So maybe we got to do that, right? And then this is our fuel here. Alright, so this comes up. Wait, we're at the very start of the game. And I thought, you know, I've never used this seat before. Let me see if I can do something. Okay, so if we do that, then we still need the exhaust. Which could come out this side here. And then on this side here, we could just do that. There. And now in theory, the whole engine should be tied together. Then we want to get a flywheel in here. I know yeah. Do that and a clutch. Oh, that worked out perfect. So we can do that. Now we need a battery. Need a battery on this thing. Here, let's make this a little more rigid here. If we did that, that looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. Okay, so now I don't know if the seat needs to go back one, but now what we need to do, we need to figure out fuel. What are we going to do for fuel? So the tank itself, it's 3 wide. So let's see, we could do, the only problem, it needs to breathe. So like we can't be, unless we move it up by 1. And we do that. But then what do we do there? So we'll have to go back 1 more. Maybe there? Alright. And how far is that? That's 2, 3. So let's save this thing. Whatever it is. Let's take a look at it. It's a bit long for my liking. Alright, I think we can do something else with the fuel tank. I think we can do something else here. If we do that... Yeah. I like that. A lot better. Alright, so that means this pipe here well, this is working out perfect. All right, so just for now, we're just gonna set this thing up just like that for now. Okay, and then on this side here, we've got air and the exhaust. So we'll do this. That way it only sucks in gas. And for exhaust, we'll just pump it right out the back. Now that's cool. And this is, oh yeah, that's cool. Look at that. Now, I don't think I have function blocks or anything. So I'm going to save it over that. What I'd like to do now is maybe just try and spruce it up a little bit. Oh, you know what? Here, we'll do this one. Yeah, it's obviously a bit higher up top. We can do something like that. All right, I like it. Oh, there we go. Maybe this comes up here and then we can... I'll have to put something in there. Obviously some equipment. Hey, that's pretty cool. Look, we beat this little neat little looking little bike. Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah, it looks like something. If we do that and then that, we can even Can even do that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there we go. Nice, I like it. You know, just trying to utilize the seat, and I thought, hey, well, what can I make that's, you know, uses the seat, right? Let's see. Then we need some lights. Do I have the spotlights? I don't. Okay. Well, we can put some of these LEDs on the back. For now, I don't know. Maybe I won't worry about it too much. So what I need now also is I need a microcontroller. Where do I want to stick this thing for now? Well, let's put it in there, and I just want to see if if I update that, which way that is. Okay, cool. So we barely are able to fit a microcontroller in here, which is what we need to run the engine. Right? So we need the composite coming in from the engine. We also need the fuel in. All right. Then we want temperature number. This is going to be temperature out. And then, oh, we need the throttle in. And this fuel is going to be, our output. And that leaves us with a little bit, just in case we want to add something else to it, which I'm sure I will. So, composite. This is going to tell us how hot the engine is. And we also need a couple of dials. So when we're sitting on the seat, let's see here. Can't do that, but we could do that perhaps. And this will be fuel, and this will be temperature. That can go there. Temperature out. And then this is going to be to the fuel manifold. Now we need a throttle. We may as well. We're going to have two. One for the clutch and one for the engine. Alright, so this one here is going to be the engine. This one here is going to be our clutch. And this will be our clutch. Now, I noticed that the last truck, if our maximum value was set to 0.3, and this was somewhere around like, I think it was 0.13 to 0.15, they were still able to get the engine to accelerate. Okay, and then we need a constant number for the alternators. And probably what I'll do is I should add, now that I've added all these blocks onto here, should look at adding another battery. Because there's only one battery on here now. Here, we can stick that here. All right, one battery. Okay, number one is going to be, let's make number one the starter. So, number one is going to be a push button starter. Oh, what we also need is a That's going to be our speed, which we're not using yet because I don't have the thing. And then this is going to be our. I'm just thinking what was it going to be? We got fuel, temperature, speed. There was one else that we wanted here. I'll have to think about it while we're connecting it. Anyways, 2 is going to be our systems button. Oh, man. I'm going to use that toggle whenever I remember what I was going to use it for. That's hilarious. Just total blank. Let's see. So we have a throttle. We have a clutch pressure throttle. Oh, then we want our brakes. A and D steering. Now, do I need to invert one of these? Do I have the inverter? I don't. So I guess we could do that in here. I guess it wasn't that important. Must not have been that important. Okay, so let's set the microcontroller up. Alright, steering out. Steering in, we'll worry about that. Throttle. Temperature out. Fuel. And engine. Okay, so we need a composite for the temperature. Channel 3. Throttle, we need a function block. And we will say X times 0.5. And then nope, we'll just use another function block. And we'll say X times -1. Alright. Maybe that was speed. This one here, I can't remember what I was thinking of. Do we have the sensor? Let's see. Gas meter. Oh, we have a laser sensor. Ooh, that means I'll have radar. I'll be able to use the radar. Oh no, because I don't have missiles. Alright, anyways, you get the idea here. So now we could make this into one little digital display, which is probably what I'll do later. And when I unlock optics, and I'll put a little touch screen here, maybe. We'll see. It'll be cool. Maybe like a monitor, like a 1x3 monitor here with a touch screen in the middle. So you can start it, lights, all that kind of stuff. And then on the side, it'll have where we're going, maybe a little map on the left. We'll do something really neat for this little vehicle. We'll do something really neat. And then now that we've expanded the back a little bit, we can move the gas. We can actually upgrade this a little bit more. All right, so I wanted to test the steering. That was A and D. So let's test the steering into here. All right, now the variable brake is going to be W and S. And our e-brake number 3. Steering, brakes. All right, let's see what we can do now. Maybe the seat goes back by 1. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, the seat needs to come back by 1. All right, so this tank. Let's see. Now we could probably go with two medium tanks, which would be a wicked amount of fuel for this little thing. Do something like that. I don't know. I keep thinking maybe we're gonna. All right, well, let's just do this then. Let's just keep the one tank. It's a small little engine for now. Keep things simple. So we should be able to start it up. Now, now we need to add some equipment to it, paint it. I think it looks all right. This, though, maybe we'll carry this on all the way across. Need some lights. Yeah, that can work. So, oh, RPS. Aha, see, I knew it. See, you see? I knew there was a reason why. I knew there was a reason there. I knew as soon as I was gonna do something, it would dawn on me why I added that extra. Oh, that's hilarious. I don't know why I just went blank there. All right. All right, let's see here. All right, something's wrong. Oh, the air manifold. Okay, there we go. Oh, before we save it, there was something else also wrong. There we go. Maybe we'll have to add some equipment to it. We could put some seats on it and make it into like a little rescue vehicle. It's starting to be like, let's get some more music here. All right. Oh yeah. Whew. Oh, wow. There we go. Oh, man, this thing is cool. You can try and modify this into a few different things. This thing is so fast. Holy cow. Look at us on the map. Look at us on the map. Look how fast this thing's going. I gotta be careful. Whew. There we go. Look at this thing. Oh my goodness. Gotta get away from the enemy though, right? The engine is so OP. We'll have to turn this down. Oh. Even that. Whew. That's pretty good there. What is that? 21 and 10? Wow. Yeah, that's pretty good there. 21 and 10. So that's where we'll limit it. Oh, this thing is cool. Now I'm going to try and trim it up a little bit. Burn nothing for fuel. Nothing. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we could even make this come right across. Or we could... Let's see, if we do that on the back side... Yeah, we can't get a block in there. There we go. I still think this should tie into... If we're going to do that, it should do that. Alright, that's kind of cool. Has a bit of a shape to it. Sort of looks like something. And then I guess we can paint it. All right, now we got something. Now, on the top, we can actually just do this. And then we'll do like I like it. I like it. There we go. Now we'll have to unlock lights and a few other things so we can add we can continue to add accessories to it. But for the most part, built ourselves a cool little vehicle. Now we need to add some equipment to it. Yeah, we need to have an ability to fill this thing up. All right. Cable, maybe. We'll definitely have to have a couple of welding torches on here. Let's see. Can we do that? And of course, we'll have to have something in the front for lights. Something like that, and then we'll have some lights mounted on here. I don't know if it needs a bumper. Right, and then we're gonna have our lights there. So, yeah. Oh, you know, we need a defibrillator. We need a couple of things. So we could do this. Let's see here. Or if we just think about ourselves, maybe a rope would be handy. Put some anchors on this thing. There we go. Oh, put a cable somewheres. Make sure that's connected to the electricity. Let's see, do we have winches yet? Not yet. Okay, once I get winches, we can add a winch on here too. You know, and then this thing will slowly be developed into a sort of heavy duty kind of, just something a little heavy duty. And then of course the usual stuff, flashlights, that type of equipment. The sort of stuff we can hide in the back. Cool. Oh, one thing we could put on here as well. A couple of these. I wonder if we want one more. Yeah, let's see. Cool. Okay. And then yeah, we can make it the top of the block. Nice. I like that. That's neat. Nice. Then when I unlock, do I have weapons? I don't have weapons yet, so we'll have to unlock those. Let's take a look at what we built. Cool. So we turn on the systems. Oh, I did want to limit the throttle and clutch to 1, and I wanted to limit this to 2. I didn't save it, but that's okay. Yeah, maximum is 1. All right. Nice. Yeah, once you put some winches on this thing, one on the front, maybe one on the back, this is going to be a cool little, better than the truck. You know, better design. Like I say, it just needs a few more lights and a few things. Neat little car. Cool. Open cab, right? Neat. I like it while it's getting dark. This is a classic career, so I can't change. There's no custom menu. So that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. You guys are awesome. And I hope to see you all in the next video where we will start to explore once again. And just have a good time in Stormworks, building neat little vehicles. And checking out the game. This thing is so cool. This thing will climb mountains and everything. This is so cool. Nice. Nice. Oh, I'll take a screenshot. There we go. All right, bye for now.